The good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it.
We are part of this universe. We are in this universe. But more importantly, the universe is in us.
Curious that we spend more time congratulating people who have succeeded than encouraging people who have not.
The universe is under no obligation to make sense to you.
Knowing how to think empowers you far beyond those who only know what to think. If you want to assert a truth, first make sure it's not just an opinion that you desperately want to be true. We are stardust brought to life, then empowered by the universe to figure itself out, and we have only just begun. One of the great challenges in life is knowing enough to think you're right, but not enough to know you're wrong. Innovators don't conform to rules. They invent them. Dreams about the future are not predictions, but hopes. The most dangerous people are those who think they know everything. Science is not only a body of knowledge, it's a way of thinking. We live on a planet where, if you are lucky, you get 100 trips around the sun. Enjoy the ride. You don't have to be a scientist to think scientifically. Evidence always supersedes belief. If aliens visited us, the most intelligent question to ask would be, how did you manage to not destroy yourselves? The universe is always trying to kill you. It's amazing that we're still alive. The less you know, the more certain you are. Ignorance is not a point of view. Curiosity is the engine of achievement. Science is a way of equipping yourself not to be fooled. There is no greater education than one that is self-driven. The universe is big. It's vast and complicated and ridiculous, and sometimes, very rarely, impossible things just happen. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not so. We are small in the cosmos, but we are also rare. That's worth celebrating. The beauty of science is that it can teach us how things work, but it can't dictate how we should live. When I look up at the night sky, I know that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. Double quotes. One of the greatest challenges in life is to know enough to think you're right, but not enough to know you're wrong. The universe is not obliged to conform to your expectations. In the end, it's not about finding meaning in life, but creating meaning in life. We are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, and to the rest of the universe atomically. The atoms that make up life on earth and in the human body are traceable to the crucibles that cook light elements into heavy elements in their cores under extreme temperatures and pressures. These stars, the high-mass ones, among them went unstable in their later years and exploded, scattering their enriched guts across the galaxy. What makes science so powerful is that it's true whether you believe it or not. The urge to explore has always been part of what makes us human. There's as much wisdom in a star as in a book, but only if you know how to read them. Double quotes. When students cheat on exams, it's because our school system values grades more than students value learning. We should not only study stars, but also try to become like them, burning bright and illuminating the world. A cosmic perspective not only expands our mind, but humbles our ego. When you know how to think, it empowers you far beyond those who know only what to think. The cosmic perspective flows not only from science, but also from the heart and the soul. Science literacy is not just about what you know, it's about how you think. I think of space not as the final frontier, but as the next frontier. The most astounding fact is the knowledge that the atoms in your body are traceable to stars that exploded long ago. The universe is a pretty big place if it's just us. Seems like an awful waste of space. In science, the only thing that counts is the evidence. We must not only prepare for the future, we must prepare to be surprised by it. Science reveals that all life on Earth is one. We explore because we are curious, not because we have answers. In the long run, the greatest threat to Earth is a lack of scientific literacy. The goal of science is to understand nature, not to tell us what we want to hear. Dream big because we are part of something much larger than ourselves. Double quotes. The universe is the greatest teacher. You just have to learn how to listen. Astronomy compels the soul to look upward and leads us from this world to another. There is no shame in not knowing. The problem arises when irrational thought and behavior fill the vacuum left by ignorance. When we look up at the night sky, we are staring into a past older than humanity itself. Progress comes when we replace fear of the unknown with curiosity. The universe is always speaking to us. We just need to find the right way to listen. Everything we do, every thought we have is physics at some level. What science does is teach you how not to fool yourself. For me, I am driven by two main philosophies. Know more today about the world than I knew yesterday, and lessen the suffering of others. You'd be surprised how far that gets you. The more I learn about the universe, the less convinced I am that there's any sort of benevolent force that has anything to do with it. In the beginning, there was physics. Not only are we in the universe, but the universe is in us. We should not be afraid to question the status quo after all. Questioning is what drives discovery. Ignorance is a virus, and once it starts spreading, it can only be cured by reason and science. The universe seems neither benign nor hostile, merely indifferent. The universe is not obligated to make sense to anyone, including you. The more connected we become to the cosmos, the more we understand our place in it. To learn how to die, watch a star. To learn how to live, become one. In a world without science, everything becomes a miracle. Science is a way to call the bluff of those who only pretend to know. I look up at the night sky and I know that, yes, we are small, but we are also rare and capable of great things. Life is too short to occupy yourself with things that have no scientific explanation or progress. Space exploration isn't just about finding new places, but understanding the value of the one we have. When something is true, no amount of disbelief can change it.